Previously, on the best of Michael Brooks.
There was a caller yesterday who requested a supercut of my impressions, and this is actually mind-blowing. Going back years on MR, and then including in the last year TMBS, like, he put together over 50 minutes of impressions. Maybe we could find out what his Twitter handle is, because I'd like to, honestly, just give him some props for that amount of work. That's crazy.
It's at Showtime87D, and the O in Showtime is a 0.
Thank you.
It's Matt. It looks like his YouTube page
is... We all should host Jordan Peterson and just take him through some like very basic deductive reasoning on everything. Like, oh yeah, I was wrong. Might be.
Jordan might be Peterson.
Yeah, might be. So really, if you say somebody's pronoun wrong, you realize you're not going to go to prison forever. Well, I realize now as you put the law in front of me and I read it literally out loud. Yes, I was wrong. Might be. I'll just stick to writing self-help books. Even though he wasn't. Not only was
he... That sounds like hocus pocus.
Yeah, what a bunch of bullshit.
Meanwhile, clean your room.
Yeah, why don't you clean your room, James Hillman? Oh, you were the head of the Young Institute? Oh, might be. I'm still not giving up on hussies in the workplace.
I'm defenseless against that kind of female insanity.
Well,
you can be, particular.
Okay, fine. Let's be very precise.
Conservatives choose to be unrepresented via their lifestyle decisions.
Yeah,
they just are better suited to staying in the home. And
well, if you say that, Jamie, then you just leave everything up to individual choice in the market, and that's not very good in terms of distributing pussy to pale-faced, resentful men.
I just think it's curious that there's no right-wingers in climate science.
Yeah, just odd to me that the only right-wingers in climate science are highly subsidized corporate shills.
And that's right. The problem is women aren't having sex with me.
That's why I haven't got laid.
Can't throw snowballs, then you get no blowjobs.
Well,
but
boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. That they used to take the club and knock the women over the head and then drag them away by the hair. That was just, they had a crush.
Without having to do that anymore, Cronus Magnus can't get his dates
with
the club anymore.
I don't know what he does in terms of therapy. But when it comes to talking about...
Just so long as a professional ethics board doesn't oversee it.
Cultural Marxism, it's very possible.
Domain.
Yes.
I would argue that bitches be trifling. And there's a lot of research, according to anthropology.
Joe Rogan just... headshots and this and that.
This is actually a little different. This is more like Fitty when he put out his first record. And people had a lot of respect. He had some heat in the street, but he used real names, so he got shot. And then he came back with a lisp, and he said he was all right, and then he blew up.
Yeah.
So this is actually pre-getting shot, and when I say shot, I mean, of course, getting terrorized by transgender students.
Like, what the fuck does that mean? I'd slap you happily?
Also, he sounds like he spends a lot of time in his room. Get out of my room.
Get out of my room. Get out of my special YouTube room where I communicate with enraged virgins. When you think about the wind goddess and the lobster, the bottom line is you can't give kids inhalers because of the archipelago gulag. So my main point being is eat a protein-filled breakfast and cut down on the masturbation, which could be good advice. Maybe you should ponder upon the phrase, arrogant racist prick, bucko. Along with how dare you, and along with clean your room.
They may be hypocrites. They may have been feudal capitalists. They were still revolutionaries and founding fathers and men of action, goddammit. George Washington was like, that's why you don't lie about me chopping down the cherry tree. Now please like my Patreon page. Subscribe here. If you're going to use a medium, you should learn to use it properly.
Otherwise, you end up looking like a schizophrenic weirdo.
Otherwise, it looks like your self-help advice in a keto diet isn't exactly working, you histrionic freak.
Take that back.
Yeah, brush up quick.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm going to brush up on that. I guess that would be really funny to do the version of like, I guess you were right. Dragons do represent the penis. Might be. Like, I do think that Jordan Peterson on some level would love if one day he woke up and he was just like, I've got an appointment on YouTube at 9. Then I've got an interview with a Nazi TV station later where I'll talk about why when women stopped baking cookies, boys became gay. And then I'm going to count my 80 grand Patreon receipts. And then Sam Harris and I have a debate about truth claims. Raincourt was on one wall writing about why fossil fuels actually help fauna grow, and I was on the other wall writing about why the trannies were coming for me. Oh, I gotcha. There's a robot study. Chalk one up for me.
Oh, look at these ants.
Look at these ants. Take that. Citing the first paragraph of an ant study I didn't finish to own the libs.
I kind of wanted to talk about Jordan Peterson for just a second.
Sure. Yeah, you came to the right storefront. We got our Jordan Peterson shingle hangout up front.
Oh, Jordan Pinker. Maybe we get married.
Yeah, Jordan Pinker. Yeah, maybe there's a mix. I don't know. You tell me. So first of all, I'm assuming from how you're talking that you're not a resentful virgin, so you're probably not a fan of mine for calling this show.
Also, I don't know what you're going to say, but I didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say that. Whatever I just said, I didn't say. And if you quote back to me what I said, that's a misrepresentation of what I did or didn't say. We should take this seriously. Where did that statistic come from? The Washington Post. All right, well, you know what? I just can't. I'm powerless in the face of that kind of female insanity.
Is that in Zula?
We get reports from Crimea regularly. We've got a guy in the office there.
Yeah. What are you talking about? We
he
know
feeds us back reports. We read those emails.
You know, there's the mid-level possibility is Putin just goes like, what is the name of that guy? The mole that you have in my cabinet.
Oh, Igor.
Right,
yeah,
Igor.
They keep showing
Igor.
him. Yeah.
It's like one of those,
Oh, right. Oh, you didn't know his
like-
name? Oh, I guess it makes sense because he isn't dead yet.
the
All right.
mid-level.
By the way,
It's fine.
I looked at him. Hey, I look at him.
Oh, my God.
There's no question that's your son.
That's very kind of you. All right, Mr. President, thank you very much.
Basically,
a little cuck joke in there.
Oh, God. We know your wife's running around, but she had the courtesy of not letting the other guys shoot up the club, Steve. That's your son. You know, a lot of people thought that Luke and Leia should have been able to get together, even though they were brother and sister. Maybe even if they were, I don't know, father and daughter as an
That's
example.
right.
A lot of people are saying that.
It's
A lot of people are saying there's
separate,
yeah,
but equal. But equal.
But all
Did.
black people are the Air Force, but white people are the Space Force. Both important and good, but one better than the other.
Let's go to the IM.
Our jobs are to generally do things that are more important, especially for the salary that they're paying us.
I don't know how really to respond to that. I mean,
Where are the black paper guys?
I'm a job creator.
I didn't want to tear that one up.
Job creator.
I
Jobs for
tricked
blacks.
Jared into signing a paper where he has to send me nude photos of Ivanka once a week, and I tore it up by accident. Hey, Jabari, could you help me put this back together?
Where's my black guys?
Where are the black guys?
unbelievable.
Hey, Duquan. Yes, that was the Kushner papers. Could you help put them back together?
This is why black unemployment is fun, because you got to do my puzzles.
There's all sorts of... by the way, black people love puzzles. They get it. It's because he genuinely admires dictators. It's like, I have a little bit of a different perspective on this, which is that kid shooting people out of rockets is awesome. Hey, do you have an N-word tape? Was it on your private time? No, he likes black guys because he likes basketball. But that's okay. That's okay. We let it gestate.
I will play the role of the AP. Michael will play the role of the president. We will start with how Donald Trump, people don't realize the odds he overcame to win the Electoral College completely stacked against him. AP, do you mean your White House team when you say that you have different teams?
Yeah, I mean, my White House team, I think Reince has been doing an excellent job. I think, this is a very tough environment. Not caused necessarily by me, although the election has, look, the Democrats have a tremendous opportunity because the Electoral College, as I said, is so skewed to them. You start off by losing in New York and California, no matter who it is. If Abe Lincoln came back to life, he would lose New York and he'd lose California. It's just a registration. There's nothing you could do. You're losing the biggest states where you start, okay? The Electoral College is so skewed in favor of the Democrats that it's very hard. I mean, look, Obama's number in the Electoral College, his number in the win were, but the Electoral College numbers are massive. You lose New York, you lose Illinois. Illinois is impossible to win. And look at, so now you lose New York, Illinois, no matter what you do in California, right? And you say, man, now I have to win Florida, I have to win Ohio, and I have to win in North Carolina. You have to win all these states. And then I won Wisconsin and Michigan, all these other places. But you remember, there's no way there. There's no way to 270.
Right.
Thank you for allowing me to come from Laredo.
There you go.
Wasn't prepared to speak, I don't think.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But he speaks perfect English.
Perfect English, right?
You want a burrito bowl when this is over?
Pivot to something that you know.
Just.
That's
Classic.
exactly right. You pivot to something you know. And I know narcissism, random factoids, and that I won, but also that it's unfair.
It also
Rivers or water. There it is.
He covered a lot of bases
There
with
you
that
go.
one.
So Trump was pissed off. He,
General Kelly, this is
never
really
evolved.
hard because on one hand, I have a pathological childlike devotion to military figures. On the other hand, I'm pathologically disloyal to absolutely everyone, watch TV all the time, and don't like being contradicted. So you've put me in a really, really difficult position. I'm going to eat about 10 hamburgers.
Isn't that right? Corporal Kelly. Now a corporal. Right? Or maybe it's Private Kelly.
You get
I can
it?
do that.
And guess what?
You'll be private. You'll
you
be a
haven't told me
private.
how hot you think Ivanka is for days.
Had not heard
I can
one
see
thing
your
about-
loyalties are going away.
Can the president
They're not sending their best. It's just the dirty little kids. Look, some of these kids, they can't even talk. That's how bad they are. They're also,
I want
they're
babies
also
that can
infants.
articulate
They're
themselves,
infants.
but maybe that's just me.
Maybe I like it.
I want tough kids who
I
don't
like-
cry when they're ripped out of their parents' arms.
I like 8-month-olds who can actually ask for some food.
That's right.
Right?
Right?
That's what I like.
My dad told me I had the best marks. I always asked for
I was
food.
so smart.
I could still
so-
ask my mother for breast milk when I was 12.
I got an uncle who went to MIT.
I got an uncle, yeah, and he got the best marks.
The best.
And I have the hottest daughter. We need to change a lot of laws. Hint, hint.
Just it's so despicable.
I thought that President Putin was very, very strong.
Let's talk about how the day went.
There you go.
And then it ends with like, and also just in general, I worship dictators.
Yes. He's super strong. He was super strong. Great performance. I thought he was really good.
Tucker gets me. I've had 3 dads. My dad, Roy Cohn, Vladimir Putin. Strong guys, great guys.
Straight guys. Great guys.
Tucker's like the smart fascist, and now we have
Donald Trump do good things.
Football.
CNN do bad things.
Nothing surprises
There's nothing.
me. People can come
We
in today and be like, hey, Trump peed on the ambassador today and said, yeah, I do deals with Russians. And by the way, people say I hate Haitians. You know how much money I laundered for the Duvaliers? Totally unfair. And I'd be like, yeah, of course, that's not surprising.
there is a pernicious public influence by the name of Steve Pinker.
Stinker for short.
Stinker. I like it.
Stinker Pinker.
Stinky Pinker.
Stinky Pink.
Excuse me.
I don't think anybody was just like, he says his daughter is smart and he respects her. What a weirdo. I think it's the more like, Wendy, what we share is sex.
What?
If I wasn't her father, I'd date her. It's more on that continuum that it gets a little weird.
I got to think if I ever found myself saying to a woman, like, you remind me of my daughter, would be the way I would say, that's why this could never happen.
You remind me of my daughter. Let's smash.
Hope that she got extra for the incest play involved. Because that is extra.
That is extra, apparently.
Why would I do incest play when I can have actual incest play? That's stupid. People don't, that's, you don't know how to do business.
All right.
True redheads are even stronger than Africans.
Redheads are stronger than Africans? What's he talking about?
You would know. I'm not a redhead. I have a red beard, but I'm not a redhead. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm half stronger than Africans.
I don't know what that is supposed to mean.
It's all part of the Illuminati.
I don't know if he's talking about if like my arms are strong.
You will still actually purchase this crap from me. So
I used to think that just a version of the protocols and elder design and ripping out the anti-Semitic stuff and having you pay me literally millions of dollars in revenue was funny enough. But now I'm literally selling you a formula of ketamine, illegal Chinese herbs, and a little bit of mashed up aspirin pills, and you are actually going to buy this. It's sort of one of the most amazing human experiments in human history, literally.
Let me just add, too, also buy gold.
I just don't want to be the type of person that draws tenuous connections and extrapolates completely irrational and unfair conclusions out of them. Not on my show. I can't do that in good integrity.
Demonizing the president trying to save the economy.
Right, because he has no answers. He has no answer for the violence. He has no leadership. While how many people are shot every weekend in Chicago? 30 to. Oh, this is why Hillary lost. This is why the Democrats keep losing.
By the way, do we not have that clip? Because there's a press conference.
Could you shut up?
Oh, it's ready. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play that clip.
Roger Stone's friend, could you please shut your mouth? Let's just go to the clip.
You see what he did with his... He literally ended after he's like,
Yeah, okay, great. That was brilliant. I think we have that clip ready that you just fucked up. It actually was ready about a minute ago.
He doesn't even say that. He doesn't.
Shut the hell up. All right, we do a clip. God damn it. I may be a crazy lunatic, but I am still a goddamn businessman.
Trying to run a professional broadcast. What you do is you lie.
I may be out of my mind, but I still put my pants on one leg at a time.
You lie about DACA, and then you say that Rahm Emanuel's inviting drunk cartels to set up in Chicago, and then you play the fucking sound.
Half the time, Roger Stone shows up in his bathrobe, and now I got to deal with his friends. In Texas, we're just willing to say to even like a 12-year-old, sweet pod. Girls we see on the street.
Northerners, they don't like that. You go up to 11-year-olds, you go, oh my God, you're growing into a fantastic
They're all
pair of titties.
hoity-toity up there. If I took the full dosage, I would have super male vitality. I'd probably end up having multiple penises.
If I took all the vitality pills, the globalists would just shut this down. There won't be any hope. The response to the trilateral globalist Clinton cartel would shut me down the day I took that supplement.
I'd be able to impregnate so many women at one moment that the globalists would have to shut it down because they'd be afraid of just how vital I was.
There literally would be no more gay fish in the sea. I would reverse that on one full dosage of super male vitality, and if the globalists had that, we'd shut it down. And I know I'm risking my life doing this every day, but that would be a certain death sentence for me, and I'm not ready to take that step yet, folks. Maybe in the future.
Understand that everybody out there who sells a pink tie would be coming after me because, well, all of a sudden males would be so vital. They'd have so much male vitality that you'd never be able to sell a pink tie again.
Barack Obama would sick his pink tie Muslim cartel of the Trilateral Commission on me, and I would not wake up.
This is a 12. Hadn't even met. Feels like I know you 10 years, 20 years. We met like what, for the first time a few months ago? It's crazy, right? So I think that everybody...
Time is changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Sure. I don't really know this
when
guy.
Alex Jones is staring at you like you're fucking insane, you have a major problem.
Yeah, whatever. We met. I don't really know this guy.
The best is the look that Jones gives him, where it's like, am I supposed to respond to this?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
We're trying to sell supplements. What are you doing?
Yeah, buddy, seriously.
Yeah, this is actually tightly planned and scripted, you moron. I think this guy might actually believe this stuff. We're going to have a problem here.
This is like what happens in wrestling when they bring in somebody who's actually doesn't know it's fake.
Wait a second, somebody could get hurt here. Why are you picking up that chair? Why are you picking up that chair? I'm getting uncomfortable. All right, cut.
We got to stop the action now.
God damn it, I'm so sick of doing Roger Stone these goddamn favors. Jesus Christ.
Stone, vouch for him. I said if you look at the guy's tweets, he seems like he's totally insane.
Got a goddamn business to run here.
Also, just to flag, time is being delayed.
Delayed.
Combination of delay and belated.
Delayed. This guy doesn't even use the right fucking words.
And the opposite of inflated. I don't know if it's a word. I never heard it.
I think he
but
meant to
it
say
exists.
dilated, but
No, I think he means deflated.
I think this guy's trying to sound like a friggin' REM song, and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. How's that affect your sex drive?
But at the same time, I've noticed you've been fornicating all over this office.
I mean, he's literally humping the wall. It's completely impromptu. I walked in this morning. Matt's there. He's trying to wedge himself by the bookcase. It's out of control. This is what you get when you get the male vitality, net neutrality blocker.
Mike Cernovich?
Cernovich. Mike Cernovich.
Okay, Mike, however you pronounce that. I guess there's a theta at the end. Famous and well known. He's tweeted that out. I think we can all acknowledge that.
Super well known.
And that's important for a guy who I think feels bad about not being able to sort of pay his own way through places.
Feels bad on the inside.
I think
and can I just also add on a much more petty level, the floodgates are back, are thrown away. Sam has asked me many times in the nature of charity and his own position at MSNBC to not constantly do this impression. And now it's going to happen endlessly.
Okay, we had this just in. Mike Cernovich tweets, I'm thrilled MSNBC has made the decision that people shouldn't be fired over satirical tweets. This rule will surely be applied equally to all sides. And if it's not, we will bring back Sam Theater's tweet every time the media goes after someone else for a tweet. Well, let me be. If you are thrilled, then let us share in a moment of camaraderie. You and I are both thrilled.
I've seen claims that he defended actually I think it was a rapist or a sexual assaulter. So I think that's where he got his tips.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure about that, but
Your Honor,
Yeah,
I
so-
defy you.
Mike
thing
Cernovich
on the-
dating advice.
in the
First,
podcast.
wear your red pants.
You need to
Then
send us
don't
that.
listen to
Yeah.
no.
Exactly.
But I do recommend.
Exactly. It is Owen Benjamin, who's some dude I've never heard of. Mike Cernovich, who is
Cernovich,
some dude who
Cernovich.com.
really has had a very rough couple of months. Cernovich is on his phone, I guess theoretically tweeting or trying to read tweets about him sitting up there. I mean, who knows? But
Mike Cernovich, Cernovich.com.
bad, sad things could happen in that moment.
But that's why Mike Cernovich from MikeCernovich.com is kind of.
I bet.
It's because they're pedophiles. Mike Cernovich, MikeCernovich.com. See, that's why he's so good. He's just so genuine. We never broadcast any of.
in that studio.
We never broadcast any of those conversations. They're gonna. Mike Cernovich is like, I can't believe I didn't have a listening device.
Yes, only there was some sort of fly on the wall that was Mike Cernovich during those days. Man,
Hey
he
guys,
would have had
don't mind me.
unlimited-
I'm just gonna be here pounding coconut waters, spending my wife's alimony, recording your conversations. The guy is like, he's a sad character, and he was looking for notoriety, and you know, I don't know how far his much more successful ex-wife's alimony will take him. This is August 12th, 2012. Have you guys ever tried raping a girl without using force? Try it. It's basically impossible. Date rape does not exist.
It's one of those things that, like, I don't even know what he's trying to say, but I know it's disgusting. This is in February 5th, 2016. Not being a slut is the only proven way to avoid AIDS. If you love black women, slut shame them. Okay. And then one more. This was after the Dallas shooting. The alt-right hasn't killed anyone, but hashtag Black Lives Matter regularly slaughters the innocent. Know the real threat. Think. Hashtag Dallas. Cernovich. Suffering succotash.
A misdemeanor.
I'm the plea down to the misdemeanor from Rape League, and we are incredibly upset about Roman Polanski.
Okay.
We shall proceed.
We shall bow down to you, and you shall be our leader.
Donald Trump is my family. He's my father. I know about the gorilla mindset. Journalist.
Mm-hmm.
Stay-at-home layabout. Receiver of alimony. Wow. It's counterintuitive.
It's counter
conventional. Counter-conventional.
It's countertop.
I know a lot about law, like marrying a much more successful wife, getting her money.
I knew a lot about family law.
Family law.
Divorce law.
Family law. You pass the bar, I get your money. It's the law. Of gorilla mindset. I have the goods on Gilbert Gottfried. He's part of a pedophilia ring. Gilbert Gottfried.
There you go. Being out that, I got hoaxed.
Same principle applies.
You're on.
And it is a embarrassing, pathetic, sad, very sad. Matters obviously first and foremost to Sam. It matters to Mike Cernovich. I don't know exactly. I only really know about Mike Cernovich's attempts to be a pickup artist and his alimony from his much more successful ex-wife because he wasn't practicing law, but she was. So I don't really know.
Like, he sold books about pickup artistry?
Yes. He's like, here's how you get curls. You sit at the corner of a bar and look at yourself and then occasionally mutter something sexist in their general direction. You'll get laid all the fucking time.
White supremacist friendly, date rape denying, formally charged with rape, but pled down to a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor. What's the?
Understand.
Can you do a gore?
Oh, that's Gorka again.
You can all go fuck yourselves. I'm making stupid money.
I'm making a lot of money, and I've, just accidentally sold current.
I sold current to the Kuwaitis, but that money gets refunneled into going to Martha's Vineyard and hanging out with hot Hollywood wives to talk about the climate crisis. So I think you'll find that I'm hashtag winning.
I think Nantucket.
I wonder where Al Gore goes. I don't think he's ever been to I don't feel like he's a vineyard guy. Like
you don't feel like I'm a vineyard? What the fuck do you know about vineyard guys?
I know.
You couldn't even get a
all the
current
time.
show. Keith Oberman got one.
I hosted.
And the Young Turks got. You were a sub. You didn't even have your own show.
I was actually on one night when the lights went out.
Yeah, well, I bet they're not going
I was
out
hosting for Olbermann, and it got mentioned in his lawsuit, but it didn't. It wasn't.
Did you have a Jew panic attack because you thought the lights were going out, and you were like, "Oh my God, I'm having a heart attack because I'm a Jew."
I was just at a Bilderberg group meeting, and the Queen of England and the Pope and I had just finished eating a young boy that we had roasted on a fire pit together. And I was saying, this is great, but there's something missing. I just feel like we're sort of playing around the edges. Like we run everything, but people don't really know it. They don't really feel it in their guts. So I think what we need to do is we need to sort of ride this wave, take it to the next level. I mean, I do want to nuke Charleston. That's not a joke, man.
It's just basic
human courtesy.
No, but of course, I'm sure if it was with Michelle and Malia, like, get out, get away.
Yeah, right.
Get away, bitch.
Get away from me.
That's my umbrella.
I need my hair.
Yeah. Just got a new fade.
Tucker doesn't want to.
This is my nephew Jamal. He's going to take care of Mexico, the Middle East, China, and get a bunch of interest-free loans from foreign governments. Yep. Also, I wanted to be my chief of staff, but Tom Hartman talked me out of it. Total bummer.
Malia, she's going to be going around.
As soon as Malia turns 16, we're going to be putting her in charge of the Asia pivot.
Can you imagine?
By the way, if I was a black teenager, I perhaps would be dating Malia.
If Michelle
Obama
out of the office on January 22nd.
That's some Joffy Jofer shit right there. All
right, let's go.
We're building a miniature fucking Wakanda, baby. Did you pay off a South African porn star? Nope, fake news. Did the publisher of Essence pay off a South African porn star?
I mean,
that's total fake news in a certain sense. Anyways, my nephew Jamal's got a new initiative.
Just the idea that
the Qataris didn't put up the loan for the new mosque? Well, fuck that. We support the blockade.
I mean, Tucker.
I think Garth Brooks played at Obama's inauguration.
I'm sure he did. Remember, like, 08 Obama's always like, Rick Warren, Garth Brooks. As many mayo-headed white people as possible in the hockey. So I was the only black guy that liked hockey.
Check out this slap shot, Joe. Fight.
Also, I like to work on my Tucker impression. Like, is that sexist? I can't say that anymore.
Poor Tucker Carlson.
Is MS-13 going to be in charge of law enforcement in Virginia now? I mean, it's a serious question.
He wasn't.
Just yesterday, a Congolese immigrant shut down the Statue of Liberty, our Statue of Liberty, to protest the Trump administration's immigration policy.
Pause it. Hold on for 1 second. Does he have his own Statue of Liberty? Like, is he talking about
Swenson
foxes?
family. Yeah.
Congolese love our statue.
Congolese took our statue, Mom.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the ability to cut them off.
You just can't have reasoned
but
discourse. You're an
They don't have
idiot.
the ability to cut their.
How would you do it? How would you even do it? Tucker
Can't
Carlson.
even talk to you.
I can't even talk. Okay.
Can I please have a game plan? Calm from a sick.
He's really playing to that white nationalist fan base now.
Here is.
I can't have a SWAT sticker on my jacket. I can't do that anymore.
What was that again?
A face badly in need of a fist. Back Pfeifengesicht.
Back Pfeifengesicht.
Back by 5 is it?
Hey girl, swipe right. Will you be my date to the DSA semi-formal? It's 8 p.m. tonight at First Hill Books. Desperately looking for a date.
You can hear me. Can I get a hello?
Hello? Hi.
Nice.
PJ.
All right.
Republicans focus on cultural issues when they're in power. And that's a zero-sum game. Because it's about status, do you see?
Suck.
There's no doubt about that.
I got no, look, everybody.
Talking Botox?
Yeah. And it's just like, look, here's the thing.
Sam always does the same Botox preamble, like, no judgment, but you got Botox.
No,
somebody's
it's no judgment. But here's the thing. And I say this,
somebody's imploding.
Think
about his wife.
Don't worry, Michael. I have spent the evening on a whiteboard where I have drawn out both the A, B, and C projections of Social Security, and I am introducing actually a fourth projection that is developed from an algorithm of the percentage in which past projections about the solvency of the trust fund have been off. And so when I invent this and present it as option D, you'll see the majority report will be completely solvent and will be all covered.
Will surge.
So meta to hear you do an impression of Michael's
Michael doing an impression of me. Yeah, I know.
Well,
I know. You got a big rocket. You got a really big penis.